So welcome back to another video. I'm Vic, your host. This is the first video in a new series. It's the Argentina edition on how to score in PES, because I got a request on one of my live streams from Henry about doing a how to score tutorial. And this is not going to be a tutorial about how to pass, how to shoot, how to do the basic stuff. If you want to watch that, you can head over to Spoony Pizzas or LFFL. They have great channels with that kind of tutorials. This is basically a tutorial on how to play football in PES. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take a look at some goals from one of my live streams. We're going to start by watching the entire goal so you see what happens. Then we're going to go back and take a look at it one more time, but I will pause and explain on the second replay. Okay, so we're going to take a look at around 10 goals. It's going to be a little bit of everything basically, so I hope you enjoy. And for this gameplay, I played the 4-3-3 with Argentina. We have wide wingers, but we are attacking up the middle. We have center attacking instruction. We have Paredes, excellent passer at DMF. And we are using false fullbacks, if I remember correctly. So Tagliafico and Sarabia will push inside a lot. And we're going to try to crowd the middle of the pitch. And that's going to play a huge part in how we play, because I know we have a lot of players in the middle of the pitch. Here's the first goal. We win it. And yeah, let's just take a look at the entire goal first before I say anything. Okay, so let's take a look at the replay. So basically what happens is he tries to attack. We block the pass from Welbeck over there. It deflects to one of my midfielders. We start the attack immediately. So we do a manual pass over on towards the right side because I see there's a lot of space there. And what ends up happening is it's Rodrigo de Paul. And the thing about de Paul, he has very good passing stats. And he also inspires movement. So you see Leo Messi raises his hand. He starts to run in behind when de Paul has the ball. Also, we're doing counter-attacking team instructions for the attacking. So whenever we win the ball, a lot of players will start running forward. And see what happens here is because we actually have de Paul, very good passer on the ball. Even though Messi is actually 2 meters behind his fullback, he will be able to run past him, actually. So the pass we do there is a lofted through ball. So it's basically L1 and triangle. And then we use the sprint and super cancel to get Messi by the fullback. And here you see, once I get to the byline here, I basically don't have any other options than to try to cross it in. We have two defenders here, very difficult to do anything else than pass it in here. I could maybe try to dribble, like take 1 or 2 touches inside and then do something with Messi, but I decide to pass. And what I think I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to hit Agüero. But it's not going to hit Agüero. You see de Paul is coming on the run all the way back from here. So we do the manual triangle through ball, just cutting it inside into this area. And when you do this, good things usually happen. You see, we basically got a tap in, but we do it with a little bit of power. Nothing special about the finish, just a regular square shot. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one here. Okay, so that's a pretty nice goal. Let's take a look at it. Because of the team attacking instructions, we have the team fairly high on the pitch. We are trying to press on the opponent's half. And it tries to build up from the back. So Paredes does the interception, it bounces to Messi, and then we take it away. I see Di Maria coming inside, he's playing left wing in this one. He comes inside because of the instruction. I know he's there. And once he gets the ball, you see that you have some movement outside. You have Lo Celso. And then it's difficult to find anyone up front here. I don't feel comfortable doing the pass forward. I try to hold on to the ball a little bit. And then I know, because all these players are making runs and pulling the defenders this way, there will usually be someone here in this area. So I do the pass here, and you can already see here, Leo Messi is on the move. And we have Paredes, and Paredes has excellent passing skills. So you can do any kind of pass with Paredes. So what we end up doing here is another one of these L1 plus triangle through balls. But it's going to be a shorter one because of the distance. But let's see what happens. It actually ends up being like a volley because the ball bounces up. It does like a volley outside of the foot. Just dinks it inside the box. And you see here it's going to land. This is totally random. I don't control this at all. But you see it's going to land right in front of the goalie. And you might think the goalie should come out and take this, but it doesn't. We end up doing a manual L2 triangle, no, L2 square shot. Just simple square shot into the box, into the goal. The goalie starts to hesitate there, and we just do the volley. Okay, so let's take a look at another one from the same game. It's against Brighton still. Okay, so this was a little bit different from the other ones. Even though there's a lot of similarities, let's take a look at it. Okay, so everything starts with the build-up here. The Paul has the ball here, you see a lot of players open. So we are attacking up the middle, so I will just try to find someone in the middle who can do the pass forward. Here we do a very nice triangle. Like, a lot of players would be tempted to maybe try to run forwards here with Palacios. Maybe they will even try this pass to the striker, but you see this guy is gonna mess that up. So we do a very quick and clever backwards pass, and then up to this guy, because Palacios is this guy is behind Palacios' back. So because of this guy pressing, you won't have time to do a quality pass. And then we have Di Maria free, he's running with speed, and we can attack the goal. We use Di Maria's dribbling skills to do a little bit of running, a little bit of dribbling. Then it gets a little bit hairy, a lot of players here, 6 defenders. But we have the movement, this guy is running through. We could maybe have done a through ball here, maybe, but I think he would have been offside. This guy also offside. And we have the outside run here, I think it was the Paul, if I remember correctly. So we do the L1 triangle pass. Just to get it over the fullback into the path of the Paul. And again, Di Maria has excellent passing skills, so this is gonna work. This really depends on the players you have available. And you have to know your players and know what their skills are. This kind of pass you can't do with any kind of team. You have to have good passers. With most low-rated team, like 3.5, 3-star teams, you don't have passers of this quality, so you won't be able to do it. So what I do here to receive the ball with the Paul is I wait. If you take a look at the controller input, I wait until the ball is more or less landing at his feet, and then I start doing like super cancel and sprinting to get inside and do the left stick dribbling to get around the fullback right here and try to control the ball. You have a chance to basically square it in, which I do. Let's take a look. I control the ball, then I do the manual pass into Lautaro, and I want to do the first time finisher. I mean, it's an easy tap in if the game responds to my input right here. Maybe I was a little bit slow on the input, I don't know. I'm trying to do like a simple tap in right here, but it takes 2 touches, the goalie saves it. Ends up being a rebound to Di Maria, and I just press the shoot button just to get the ball on goal. And we are a little bit lucky with that one. So this is more or less like a counter. We get the ball in our own half of the pitch. We have Pereira, we pass it forward. Paredes, just a simple through ball wide to the next player who's on the run. It's Palacios. And then because of our formation and our tactics, we have another player on the outside So here you see, we could have gone inside here and then outside there, like so. But obviously the simplest choice here is just going to be to poke the ball out here. We are already on the left side, so no need to complicate it. If the defense would have had another defender right here, we should obviously go inside. But there's no one here, so we just continue going outside to Ocampos. And then once we get the ball here, I feel like we don't have like anyone ready to pounce on it. So what I do is I release left stick and I hold super cancel. So what that will do is gonna take the player is gonna stand still and it's gonna face the goal. It's gonna face inwards when you do that. Release the left stick and hold super cancel. So I basically just wait, and I also move Ocampos a little bit until someone gets free in the middle. And it's gonna end up being Palacios who made the pass out to Ocampos. And it's gonna basically just poke it in with a regular shot. Okay, so then we move to another game. We play Arsenal. So let's take a look. This is quite a banger, so let's see exactly what I do here. First of all, it's a Messi goal, obviously. This kind of goal you will only score with a high-level player like Messi. We start building on the left side, and as you can see, there have a lot of defenders here, so we don't have that many options. But I think it's Paredes. No, it's Palacios. Palacios here, Messi is wide open, so just poke the ball to Messi and let him do the magic. Here, obviously we have Agüero here. We could have done a pass to him, maybe do a pass up here, do the turnaround and the shot, or we could do Agüero and back to Messi and then something. But I think I want to try the double touch actually, but I am a little bit off on the technique on it, so it ends up being like a regular right stick dribble. There. You see, I used the right stick, and because of the angle and stuff like random stuff that I don't think that much about when I do it, I just try to do a double touch, and it ends up being like a right stick dribble. Then I have a lot of space, and whenever you have Messi in this area right here, you're gonna wanna do the curling shot far post. Trademark Messi finish in the far post right there, and because of his player skills, he will be able to do it a lot of the times. So it ends up being a banger, top corner from range after a nice dribble, so very nice goal. Okay, then we have another goal from the same game. This is the second goal against Arsenal. It's 1-1. And let's take a look at it. Palacios finishes an excellent attack right there with a nice skill. So we build from the back. We have Saravia, and he's pressing fairly high. We have a free player here, we have someone here, we also have someone here. If we want to pass it in here, we could, but I'm gonna try to hit this guy. And we are lucky with the deflection. It ends up at the pole, even though he almost did a tackle. So the pole right here, we continue building into the middle, almost like the other goal we scored like a couple of goals ago. Because of the formation and the movement, we will usually have another player free on the outside of the current player. Lo Celso right here, we have the available players here. Palacios, I did the dynamic 1-2 with Palacios to Lo Celso, so Palacios is gonna make the run forward. I'm basically just waiting for this guy to mess up. He's controlling this guy manually. So as you will see, he will pull him out of position right there, and I will be able to just do the simple through ball into this space to Palacios. And then we do the double touch. Again, super important to know which skills your players have. Palacios right-footed, he has double touch. And in this situation right here, the defender is coming super aggressive, so we're gonna do the double touch towards him to get by, and then the simple finish in the bottom lower corner. Okay, so let's take a look at a third goal from this game against Arsenal. So this is also a Messi goal. This is primarily because it's Messi we are able to do this goal. Everything starts on the left side though, with Dybala. So no need to do the double touch here, I think. I think I do it because I think this guy is going to be more aggressive than he was. So we get a little bit of more space to do the pass. Pass it to Palacios. And the defender is closing in, so we shield the ball instead of taking it forward. We wait till the ball gets in the feet. And then we turn backwards towards our own goal so that your player will automatically shield the ball. Very underrated move. The ball shielding, so that is something you should start doing if you aren't doing it. We pass it to the Paul, then we have Messi on the outside, we have, I think this is probably Dybala on the left side, the left winger and the right winger. We could do this, and we could do this. And in retrospect, I should probably have done this, because this guy has more space. Right here, I think Tyranny is gonna close in on Messi, but during the heat of the game, I don't see Dybala here, so it goes too quickly. So I only see Messi. And here again, not an ideal situation for Messi. You don't want to go outside because he's right-footed. Makes no sense for Messi to go this way. So you want to cut inside, so we're going to do the double touch to get rid of this guy. But he has coverage on the defense, so I'm not quick enough to do another one. I could have done another double touch here, or I could have just poked it into either this guy or in the path of this guy, but again, it's in the heat of the game. If you pick up on these runs during the game after doing a double touch right there, you are super quick. And I'm not that quick. We end up losing the ball, but we are super quick in getting into defensive positioning to win the ball back again. So that is what we do. We win the ball back. Then, bad angle to do anything basically. You come in here. I could have done like a through ball or a manual ball just to lay the ball here to this guy for the poke in. But it's Messi, and I think I felt in good form on this game. I did a double touch instead, got rid of him, and poked it into the empty net. Okay, so the next game is actually, we do a super high press here, and it's a guy against a France guy who is leading 2-0. He's starting to pass the ball around at the back, and this is basically just an example of a high press that confuses the opponent. So he's just trying to waste time and pass it around at the back, but we are not letting him do that. First of all, we are on one red attacking mentality, which will make your players man mark or be more aggressive when they defend. But I think I also did some manual man marking on every single player. So we do the high press, we cut off the passing lanes. Super important to cut off the pass back to the goalie, because that's the safest pass you can do when you start messing around trying to waste time. So basically what happens here is he don't know what to do, he does a super bad pass, the game screws him over basically because he does the bad pass and Dybala does the poke in. This gets us back into this specific game actually. Let's take a look at the next goal, because we actually end up tying the game 2-2. So super nice comeback here. So let's take a look at the equalizer. So that was a pretty nice goal. Let's take a look exactly what I do. So we attack down the left side. And his defense is very compact and solid, but we get Ocampos free here. Ocampos was over here, but it comes back into this area because that's the open space. So with Di Maria, we change direction, we go back, we do the manual pass inside. Then this opens up several options here. We have 3 options. And we just do some one-touch manual passing to get the strength and quality and accuracy on the passes that we need. And then De Paul, if you remember from one of the first goals, De Paul has super good passing stats, so you can do some very advanced passing with him. Dybala is wide open here. We're going to do the L1 through ball, L1 triangle, over the top, Dybala in here. Here you can do two things. You can take the ball down, it's Dybala, so you can do one move upwards and then finish left foot, which would make a lot of sense. But for some reason, I just decided to cut it back on one touch with the header, and then Lautaro Martinez is just gonna poke it in. Okay, so then we have a goal against Atletico Madrid. Let's take a quick look at this one. This is very similar to a couple of the other goals I've scored today, so I think you will recognize what I do here. So basically we attack, we build, as we've done so many times, we just wait for the open guy to show up. And it ends up being Paredes, and you know Paredes, excellent passing skills. You have this guy on the run, you have this guy on the run. It ends up being Di Maria, you have this. Whenever you have the defender positioned right here instead of here, you should do what I did right here. Receive the ball with Di Maria, try to get in behind here, while in control of the ball. Just do some super cancelling and some sprinting inside here, combined with the left stick, maybe some shielding even. Just get in here and then you can do whatever you want. Because it's Di Maria, we know he has a very good left-footed shot. And because his defense is so compact here, very difficult to find an open pass. Maybe we could have done this, but I end up doing the shot with Di Maria, does the curling shot. Okay, we're getting close to the end right here. It's a lot of goals. So here we have a goal against Manchester United. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so a lot of stuff happening in this one. This is a long attack. Let's see here. Everything starts with a rebound. We pick up the rebound. We have pretty high press, it seems like. So Ocampos wins it back. Acuna is going to make the overlap. So we're going to do the pass out to him. He's all alone here. We tried the cross inside because Acuna has a good foot. He has a good crossing foot. It ends up being a horrible cross though, because I think with the players you have on Argentina, you won't do that many headers. You have a lot of low players, they are not headers of the ball. You want to attack with the ball in their feet. But we end up winning another rebound. So instead of trying to do something with Ocampos here, he's under press. So if you don't do a first time pass here, you're going to lose the ball with Ocampos. We just do the first touch pass out to De Paul, who's wide open, and then De Paul has double touch, and I go on a mission impossible right here. Try to dribble two defenders with two covering defenders with a double touch in this area. This is a suicide. And I end up losing the ball, but I win it back because I have so many players. By chance, I have so many players in here. So Palacios sees Messi on the outside. And normally you would probably consider shooting with Messi here, but I see super quickly we have someone in the middle. So we just do a simple through ball into the middle, and Lautaro is going to poke it. So I think this is going to be the last one. It's against Juventus. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so in this one we are attacking down the left side with Di Maria, and you see we get the movement inside here. We also have Agüero in behind on the way there. So with Lo Celso we try to go inside to see if there are any openings. We are attacking up the middle after all, so we want to try to exploit that. And also when we carry the ball inside, it will usually attract some press from the defenders, and it will open up space for other guys. So here he's pressing inside with 3 players on Lo Celso here, so he screws up in that regard, and Di Maria gets all the time in the world here. So he tries, I think it's Chiellini right here, he tries to manually cover this area But I just do the manual through ball in here, basically super random. I just know I need to get the ball into this area and maybe something will happen. And it ends up being Messi coming on the run there for the tap-in. Okay, so this is going to be the last goal I show here. This is again a Messi goal. Basically, we attack down the right side. It's Saravia. We're just waiting for something to develop right here. We have Messi. We have some other guys. But the defense is pretty tight here, so we don't have that many options. So I basically just try to release it to Messi. I'm a little bit lucky it goes past Aaron Ramsey right there. But once Messi has the ball here, double touch time. We want to get outside here so we can do the curling shot. Double touch, first time curling shot.